Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The room froze after her words. You know, maybe I should just date Adam, my wife Lena said, laughter bubbling between her sentences. He actually listens when I talk. The group at the dinner table erupted in uneasy chuckles, eyes darting between me and Adam, my best friend since college. I could still taste the metallic bitterness of the wine I had just sipped, now burning down my throat like acid. The laughter around us stretched, loud yet hollow, until it cracked into silence. Smiled. Practiced careful smile. Guess I'll have to keep an eye on you too then, I said, my voice steady even as my pulse roared in my ears. Lena's eyes flicked to me. Too quickly. Adam's laugh faltered. Something passed between them, invisible to everyone else but sharp as glass to me. I didn't remember much of the rest of that night. The room was filled with soft jazz and half-hearted jokes, but every sound echoed inside my skull like a gunshot. Her hand brushed his once when she passed the salt. His eyes lingered too long when she excused herself to the kitchen. After everyone left, I stood by the window watching her clear the table. The reflection of her in the glass looked like a stranger. You embarrassed? She asked, voice clipped. It was just a joke. Yeah, I said softly. Funny joke. She turned, arms crossed. You think I meant it? I think you wanted to see how I'd react. Her face softened, then hardened again. You're being paranoid, Dan. He's your friend. Exactly, I said. That's what scares me. She sighed, grabbed a towel, and disappeared into the kitchen. But the way her voice trembled when she said his name the next day at breakfast told me my fear wasn't baseless. The next few weeks became a study in silence. She laughed at her phone more often, always turning the screen away when I passed. Adam stopped dropping by as much, but when he did, she seemed to light up before remembering to dim herself again. One night, as she showered, I picked up her phone. My hand shook as I scrolled through messages. Nothing incriminating, only casual exchanges about mutual friends, a new restaurant, her work. But then I noticed her hidden folder. Work documents. The first photo shattered me. It wasn't explicit, but intimate enough. Her face lit by candlelight, her lips parted in laughter, Adam's hand visible on her shoulder. The background was the same restaurant she said she'd gone to with co-workers. I dropped the phone as if it burned me. When she came out wrapped in a towel, steam curling around her, she saw it on the floor. Her face drained of color. You went through my phone, she whispered. You lied to me, I said. My voice cracked like glass. Dan, it's not what it looks like. I laughed. That line should be trademarked by now. Tears welled in her eyes. Nothing happened. It was one dinner. He was going through a breakup and You comforted him. I interrupted. With candlelight and smiles. I didn't mean for it to look bad. I just needed someone to talk to. You've been so distant. The way she said it, so small, so desperate, made part of me want to believe her. But the image of Adam's hand on her shoulder burned behind my eyelids. I couldn't sleep that night. The shadows on our bedroom wall twisted into shapes I didn't recognize. Her breathing beside me sounded like guilt. A week later, Adam called. Hey man, he began, his voice shaky. We should talk. We met at the same restaurant from the photo. Felt deliberate, maybe cruel. He couldn't look me in the eye. I need to tell you the truth. That night. It wasn't just dinner. We kissed. The world blurred. I didn't plan for it to happen, he continued. We were drunk. She pulled away first, said she loved you. But it happened, and I've hated myself since. I couldn't speak. Every sound in the restaurant faded into a distant hum. My chest felt too tight to breathe. Dan, I'm sorry, he whispered. I stood up. You're sorry because you lost control, or because you got caught? He looked down. Both. I left him sitting there, guilt soaking the air like smoke. When I got home, Lena was waiting on the couch. Her eyes were red, swollen. He told you, didn't he? I didn't answer. She broke down then, words tumbling out between sobs. It was stupid, impulsive. I hated myself the second it happened. I didn't tell you because I knew it would destroy us. You were right, I said quietly. I love you, Dan. Please, we can fix this. I studied her face. The woman I'd built a life with. The woman who had just joked about cheating on me weeks before it stopped being a joke. Then I smiled. Not out of forgiveness, but clarity. You remember the night you made that joke? Yes. The night everyone laughed. She nodded, wary. I laughed too, I said. But not because it was funny. Because that night I realized something. She frowned. What? That I wasn't laughing with you anymore. I was laughing at the idea that I ever thought you'd protect what we had. Her lips trembled. Please don't do this. I walked to the door, paused and turned. You already did. And then I left. Weeks passed. The silence in the house we once shared became unbearable, so I sold it. Adam moved out of town. Lena texted me once. I'm sorry. I still love you. I didn't reply. But sometimes late at night I replay that moment. The laughter, the clinking glasses, the joke that wasn't a joke. And I realize betrayal rarely begins with lies or affairs. It begins with laughter that cuts too deep, with eyes that linger too long, with a silence that follows a truth no one is brave enough to speak. And that's what truly haunts me. Not her cheating, but the moment I started laughing too.